what's wine? What's wine? We have juice, we have grape, we make juice, and then we have fermented grapes juice, we have wine. That's it. And, well, there are two fermentations in wine. Maybe all of you know, but very quickly I can explain. The first one is alcoholic fermentation. We have sugar in wine, and the sugar turns into alcohol, right? There is a second fermentation. We have also malic acid. The malic acid is the one which we know it is in apples, okay, but also in grapes. So it turns into lactic acid, which is the one we are very familiar with it because of the milk, okay? That's the second fermentation. I explain this to you because when we taste the wines, you will feel that lactic acid for sure. Especially in the first wine we're going to taste, you will feel it for sure. So we have grape juice, fermented grape juice. We have two fermentations. We have maybe or not aging, oak aging. Sometimes yes, sometimes not. For instance, the first wine we're going to taste tonight, the second one really, is this one, which was the great golden EcoWINE this year, and it's a young wine, so there is no oak in it, there is no contact with wood, okay? But the second one is a wine which has been in long contact, I think 18 months in a barrel, in a barrique, okay? So we will feel the difference and we can check it. Then there are two processes, maybe filtering. Well, filtering is for sure. I mean, filtering is something we're going to do. But the second one, refining, clarification with white eggs, with albumin.
Albumin is the blanco de huevo.
Yeah, the white of the egg. Yeah. So that, in this case, for instance, this one is a vegan wine. Why? Because it doesn't use any kind of fat coming from animals, neither egg or neither anything like that, right? So it is only kind of cellulose like paper, just to filter the wine, and that's it. Enough. And then to the bottle, and that's. So what's the difference between an eco wine and organic wine? Well, we are talking about ecological wines, organic wines, and biological wines is the same. In Spanish, we are used to say ecological, and in England maybe more organic, but it's the same. In France, they say biological is the same. So, what's
I don't know.
what?
Nothing.
I wish I tried.
She's French. So.
Yeah, biological, biologico, no sé cómo es.
Sí, biologic.
Biologic. So, what's the difference? We have a conventional wine, a normal wine, and we have an organic wine. Well, the organic wine doesn't use GMOs. Everybody knows GMOs? It's okay?
I don't know what is.
Genetically modified organisms.
Okay.
So, yes.
That's genic, right?
Yeah, we don't use this kind of compounds in ecological agriculture. So the second thing is that there are no pesticides, no insecticides, no fungicides, and the like. No synthetic chemicals, right? Another components that are almost necessary in wine, like sulfur dioxide. In sulfur dioxide, you know, sulfites, when you read the bottle and it says contains sulfites. Contains sulfites. Okay, so this sulfur dioxide is a chemical that everybody uses, except in natural wines. But that's another world. That's an adventure, okay? Good luck. It's okay, but there is no law. There are no proceedings like in ecological wines where you have the measures and you have the rules. Natural wines, they do not use any kind of chemical. In ecological wines, you can find some sulfur dioxide, but half. As maximum, half as in conventional. And the less they have, the better. Because sulfur dioxide is not a funny thing, you know? So the less they have, the better. Additives, why do we use it? Because it is a preservative, right? If we do not pour just a little bit of sulfur dioxide, the wine is going to go free, you know? So when you uncork it, good luck. You will find it. The winemaker wants the wine to be stable, the more stable as possible, you know, because maybe you are going to have it in a bottle for years, and you want to export it or whatever, and you need to preserve the wine. And many fewer additives, okay? In a wine, in a conventional wine, you cannot imagine how many kinds of additives you can find, even more than in Coca-Cola, right? Maybe 40, maybe 35, maybe 27 additives. In this wine, exactly in this one, maybe this one you can ask later to these people here because they are coming from the cellar. But I know this one, I was on Saturday there, and I know this cellar for 4 or 5 years. I like it very much. It's a very good wine, and it's a wine which is made with a lot of care and with a very nice philosophy of life, right? That's why it is here. And I told you it's a vegan wine, but also it has only a bit of sulfur dioxide and a bit of tartaric acid, just to adjust the acidity of the wine. And that's it. I think, well, I have to search for, yeah. Autochthonous lyophilized yeasts. Autochthonous, sounds like Spanish, more or less. Lyophilized, yeasts, levaduras. Okay? It's the only thing that they pour into the wine when it's in the big barrel. You know, they pour just a little bit of yeast and this potassium metabisulfite to preserve tartaric acid, and that's it. Only 3 compounds and in a very small amount. Okay. The reasons: the nature, health, our own health, because the less additives it has, the better for us. The economy, because we are not buying a lot of chemicals to the big companies, but using local things. And quality. Well, this is very controversial about quality, but I trust on Antonio Palacios, which is the teacher here in the University of Analysis of Wine, and he says its expression is more intense, right? Because you leave the plant. And you are not giving them a lot of help, then the plant has to become stronger, and then the wine is also more intense, right? But this is quite controversial. You can try yourself. So now, the tasting.